Now it's working. Okay. And here we are. This is my car MP3 player. This is the hardware that I use for it. It's a 1U case, essentially a little 133 megahertz Pentium. It's got a little keyboard and power and all that kind of thing here. On the back, the idea with this thing is to stick it in the car, of course, maybe in the trunk. In the back, as you can see, it's just a standard, rack mount machine. We have 12-volt DC input. I have a filter I can use to keep the signal clean. Serial ports, parallel, what we're going to use it. Serial is going to be used to drive the display, which I'll show you in a second. Standard PCI sound card, and this is a single board computer. What this all looks like inside, which is quite a bit more interesting than the outside. So here we are, essentially a 133 megahertz Pentium, 64 megs of RAM. I had to get a chip that would fit. My previous one was a little too high. The board here has pretty much everything on it. You can get them with ERDA, with USB, with anything you can imagine. It's pretty cool. I just have an IDE cable coming off of here. I have a 20 gig IDE disk in here. Heat is not really too much of a problem. There's no fans on this thing. All these fans, by the way, here and over here, are all blow in this direction, so it kind of fills the case with air and then shoots it out the back. Little 12-volt DC to DC converter power supply, and all the wires and everything, all the connectors, all that kind of stuff is all just PC, standard specific stuff. So you just buy any part you want out of the store and throw it in here. So that's the whole idea. One of the ideas is to throw this in the car and not have any media. Essentially, what I want to do is stick in a Waveland card, and essentially, you drive your car near your house or whatever. You can download your MPEGs into the machine. You never have to touch it. So that's the hardware as far as the car is concerned. None of this is seen. This all sits in the trunk. We'll move over to this thing right now. This is a Matrix Orbital 40. It's a 20 character by 4 line display. It has a keyboard little connector to it, which I've just wired up a simple, little push key kind of thing, and that's what's used for input. Essentially, this is just a vacuum display. You can get LCD versions of this, and they run for about $200, and they're driven by a DB9 serial connector. I don't know if you can see this, but on the back there's just a standard serial connector and a modified power connector coming from a little floppy drive power lead, but you have to modify it. So it's actually a very important thing. You've got to modify the thing. You can't just plug it in or you blow the thing. It takes power in a different order than a normal floppy power cable is. So in any case, the program that I wrote, which essentially is a database-driven car MP3 player, I'm going to hit return here. It's going to start up. You can see that the database logs in and we get a main menu. This is all written in Perl. The database that I happen to be using is postgres, although you can pretty much tie it to anything. And all the screen code and all that kind of thing, actually I've released that separately. I have a little menu. What you can do to interact with the music you want to play in your car is you can select music by artist, by album, by genre, by tempo, or by preference, and you can take a bunch of these sets that you make and you can save them, or pull them up and select music by save set, that kind of thing. Then a play menu, of course, to play the music, and the options menu. All of the data on the system is essentially saved on a per user basis. So you set your preference, how much you like certain kinds of music and all that kind of thing, and the database will, if you're playing in random order, will play more of the music you like and less of the music you don't. So it'll keep it mixed up, yet it'll be more of the music you like, and there'll be no ads, of course, which is nice. You could add a user if you like. For instance, if we wanted to add the user ed, we could go, oops, what am I doing? This is supposed to be a up, down, right, left keyboard configuration. Right now I have it in a line, which makes it kind of ridiculous. Should I add the user ed? Yeah, we will. Ed is added, and then we go up to select the user, and here are all our users, and we can go down and select ed, and now the database is set up for ed, which has all default settings right now, and as Ed listens to his music, he's going to pop his preferences up and down on various songs and albums and genres and all that kind of thing, and artists and everything, and it'll remember that specific for him. We'll add that. Actually, no, we won't, because we've got other options. You can, of course, delete a user. You can turn the system into random mode or not. You can adjust the display. There's even a little screensaver with this thing. Essentially, what I'm going to do right now is, because the last leg of this, essentially, making the thing actually play something, is not completed. So I have all the select routines done, but not the MPEG player that's gonna actually play the music. So if we go to select, and let's say we want to listen to an artist, we want to listen to, you know, everything that let's see, REM. We'll just go with REM. So we tag REM. You know, you can tag whatever you want, tag U2 if you want. But if we don't want to listen to all of U2, you just, because that will be everything that U2 has ever put in this database. You can pick U2 by album. So we'll go into the albums, and these are the albums that are in the system right now. We could listen to you know, any one of these, but let's just tag War. So now War is tagged, and we have, I think we had REM tag. So we go down to play, and if you see on the screen over here, we have a listing now of all the files that have been that matched our selection. Essentially all of the REM tracks, and just U2 tracks that are on the album War. And when I get the MPEG player routine finished, which shouldn't be too long, maybe a day, it will, and that's the whole idea. That's pretty much it.